this life, this business, this firm. And she doesn't know it yet, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. Whatever it takes. Whatever she needs. But for now, I wait. Because if there's one thing I know about my girl, no, my woman, my perfect, beautiful, brilliant, stubborn, sometimes unreasonable, hot-tempered woman, it's that she can't be forced. So I'll wait, forever if I have to. Because that's what you do when you belong to someone, body and soul. And I do, Red. I do.
Chapter 1. I woke up with a smile on my face, something that hadn't happened in a while. The familiar room was airy and bright. Thin rays of sunshine streamed through the bay windows that looked over the public garden. It was hard to beat the commons in full bloom. The vivid green of the grass and willow trees was set off by the brilliant patches of color. The soft pink of late cherry blossoms, the thrill of irises and rose bushes lining the paths. This morning in particular, everything seemed to gleam, like the old Technicolor movies that Bubby, my grandmother, loved so much. I grinned lazily into the warm white sheets and inhaled. Nothing smelled better. That light scent of fabric softener combined with something infinitely less definable, a delectable blend of mint, almonds, and something else that only smelled like one thing. I inhaled again. How could I have ever thought of leaving this behind? Of leaving him? The door to the bedroom burst open with a clap, startling me from my reverie. I sat up, holding the soft cotton sheets to my bare chest as Brandon eased backward into the room, carrying a tray of food. My head cocked appreciatively. Even in just a pair of worn flannel pajama pants, the man seriously had an ass that wouldn't quit. It helped that he wasn't wearing anything on top, nothing but a broad-shouldered expanse of tanned muscle that tapered to his trim waist. He kicked the door closed, humming a song under his breath. When he turned around, I found myself on receiving end of his full 6 feet 4 inches of glory. Wide pectoral muscles, smattered with a dusting of dark blonde hair. Biceps that would have threatened the sleeves of a t-shirt had he been wearing one. A well-defined six-pack that stacked evenly down to the V-shaped muscles at his hips. An athlete's body that was lean and toned, not bulky. Perfect. But none of it compared to his smile. That 1,000-watt smile that lit up every room he entered, and sky-blue eyes that seemed to shine brightest when he was looking at me. He made the sun seem dim in comparison, even on a day like this. My heart fluttered. It literally fluttered. What had I ever done to deserve someone like this? How could I ever have thought of throwing him away like some piece of garbage? The thought made me feel sick, so I shook my head and smiled back at him. "Hey, beautiful. You're awake," he said warmly as he walked the tray over to the bed. I pushed myself up and stacked a few of the massive down pillows behind my back. "I just woke up. I slept like a rock." "Good," Brandon said with another sweet grin that revealed the dimples in his ruddy cheeks. He set the tray on the nightstand and then perched over me on his knees so he could give me a long, lingering kiss. "And good morning," he murmured against my mouth. I smiled again, my nose wrinkling against his. God, I loved this man. I couldn't love anyone or anything more. "Good morning to you," I murmured against his soft, full lips. There was that scent again, in the flesh. Brandon moved to sit beside me on the bed. He picked up the tray of food and set it between us, and I peered over all the accoutrements, not even trying to contain my obvious enthusiasm. "And what do we have here?" I asked eagerly. "I might have had Anna run over to Mike's for some pastries," he said, pointing to the plate stacked with flaky, buttery goodies. "But I cut up the melon and scrambled the eggs myself." "You impressed, Red?" I grinned. Brandon wasn't exactly a cook. I was honestly surprised he knew how to do anything more than boil water.